एक मिनट, आ रहा है, जस्ट ए मिनट। देख लीजिए, आएगा, अभी घूम रहा है, आ रहा है। नाउ, नाउ आई एम विजिबल। कैन यू सी मी? हेलो? अभी शायद आ गया, लाइव आ गया। हेलो? एजेंट? Okay, okay, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Sorry for delay. I am not able to connect. So let us start. If everybody can hear and see me, can you give me thumbs up, please? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. Let us start with where I am bit late. Today we are going to discuss about learning from real life experience. Yeah. Thank you very much. What do you learn from our life experiences is today discussion. This is very informal. We are not going to academic part of it. We will be purely informal and discussing so many experiences of our life, starting from birth to till death. Then what is learning? Learning doesn't mean whatever you confront yourself in the social surrounding is learning. Your mind must accept it. Your mind must take it into your, you know, in your mind and keep it in memory store. Then it goes into experience. Your mind must accept it. Every activity or whatever you encounter in the society is not learning. People say no sometimes. Have you learned? Can answer to my questions? Then when are not able to answer to the questions, then people say you have not learned it. So learning is a process where everybody tries to memorize, consolidate first in the mind, and when it go into the memory store, then it is learning. People say that learning objectives, learning outcomes. When a child in class first doesn't learn what he has to learn that particular class, then learning that doesn't happen there. You say learning doesn't happen. So learning is a process where your values, your skills, your experiences, your behavior, everything recorded. Then it goes in the store of experience. Take for example, a child when it is born, first experience of child is crying. The child cries. You know, the child cries, and the mother when hear the crying of the child, then the mother wants to give something to child so that child will cry. What the learning from the for the child? If I cry, I get something to drink. What is the learning from the mother? That the child cries, the mother has to feed the child. This is the first experience of a individual when he comes to this earth, in this world. The second experience, your first day in school. Remember, when you have gone to your school the first day, that is your second experience. You do not want to go to school. Your mother takes you to school forcefully and takes you to inside the school. This is your first experience. Then after school days, you come down to the next step is society. You go to society for different activities. You go as a student in the college, your experience as a student. After finishing your education, you go to professional life. That is different experience. Then after that, you go family life. That is different experience. So life is full of experiences. You learn many things from life. It's not that we learn from school. We learn 80% of our 80% of our life from society. Informal learning happens many times. Maximum times, not many times. Maximum times. When you go outside, you see somebody is doing wrong, and police came and caught him. This is an experience for you. What did you learn from that experience? You learn that if you do something wrong, you may be punished, isn't it? Yeah, that is called your experience. Then, what is experience? Experience your past history, past events, knowledge, values, behavior, everything, the past. Once it is gone, that goes into your memory and storehouse of experiences. Then, when you are a student, you encounter with so many experiences and you try to carry forward those experiences which are going to help you in future life, isn't it? Don't we do that? And that also emotion is involved. Emotion is very important in experience. You have a knowledge, you have a skill, but if you do not have emotions, then you cannot take your life in a proper direction. I'll give an example here. If you remember 9/11 event incident, the terrorist attack America World Trade Center. Imagine the terrorists who are doing to attack or who are going to attack that World Trade Center. They are quite intelligent people, learned people. They never thought that if I crash against the World Trade Center, not only I am going to kill the people on the board, but I'll kill myself. They don't have feel emotions. So knowledge should be accompanied with emotions. Then you get the right directions. Without emotions, you cannot take the right decisions in life. So emotion is very important in your life, and that teaches you good experience. You become compassionate. You feel for others. You help others because it is the emotion which always teaches you what is good and what is bad, isn't it? So this is one type of experience. Example, sometimes you fail, and it is rightly said, failure is the prayer of success. Take for example Abraham Lincoln, who failed so many times in life, but he didn't give up. He finally became president of America. This is a kind of effort you learn from your life. Okay, fine. Today you are in a different situation, and that situation teaches you so many things, which is called your experience. Another example, Thomas Edison. He failed more than 1,000 times to invent the bulb, but finally succeeded. This is an experience you learn from them. There are two type of experiences. One is personal, that you learn from yourself. One is you are getting experience from watching others. Whenever you see somebody that he is doing a thing which he may not have done according to your judgment, but he has done it, then what experience did you get from there? That anything is possible. If you are willpower, determination, if you have the tendency to go ahead, then it is possible. The examples we get from others. Many times we fail also in our attempt to get success in life, but still we do not give up. Go further. Finally get the success. Thirdly, what is the importance of your experience? Education means what? Learning means what? You learn from mistakes. Education liberates you from fear. There is a fear factor in us which stops us not to do a thing. You don't want to do because you fear you may fail. You may be defeated. That lesson from our life tells us that don't get scared of. If you will, you can do it. This is a kind of lesson from our life. We do it and we can do it. It's possible. It is possible because human beings we can do because we have willpower, thinking faculty. We can judge what is good and what is bad. So this is a second that decisions can be made by you if you think very very positively. This is another experience in your life. There are certain negative experiences also. Take for example that you attempted an examination but you could not qualify. This is a very bad experience for you. But what is the lesson from that? That you can do if you make more and more efforts. The result of it, you make so many people in life. Okay, there are some good people, or there are some people who are always speaking negative things in life. Let me tell you that in our day-to-day life, 80% thoughts are negative. Only 20% thoughts are positive. So the 80% thoughts are overpowering our 20% thoughts which are positive. That's why we are not able to do that. If I'm trapped by 80% thoughts, negative thoughts, then I'm gone. We have to overpower these 80% negative thoughts. Then you can take a right decision. We have to take a right decision. Don't judge yourself. Don't compare yourself that he has done, and because he is having more ability, he knows better than me. Don't compare with yourself. You have to compare yourself. What I have to do, whether he has done or not done, I'm not worried about that. What I'm doing, what I will do is very important. That is a one kind of experience that you get from your life. Next is that do people learn from our experience? Yes, they do learn. They do learn because the moment you fail, what happens? You make more and more efforts. Once you cannot get it, you have a goal statement. You have mission to do something like you have for that you have created a passion. The passion is very important for you. The passion is very important. The passion is very important for you because without passion you cannot do anything. So it's very important that when you have passion, you have a goal statement in life, and you have experience also previous experience that you failed because of certain reasons. Then only you can proceed further. So we learn so many things from experience. I remember when I finished my college days and I was going to Delhi for my higher education. We are three friends, and our train is at 8 o'clock in the evening. Then two of us reached on time, before time. Third one is yet to reach. He told, I'm on the way, don't worry, I will be reaching on time. But the moment he reached, it is quite late. Train had left. So what experience we had here? Lesson that punctuality is very important in life. You have to be very punctual. If you are not be punctual, then difficult to achieve success. Yes, very difficult. Always my father used to tell me that if you are not punctual, success will not follow you. You will leave success far behind. So punctuality is one of the aspects of life that we learn from our experience. It's a real life experience. Many times it happens you tried a lot, but you don't crack the complete examinations. It happens. It is natural. It might that your parents wanted you to go for that line profession, but you didn't want. That's why you could not click, or there may be other reasons. So let us find the reasons that why I could not compete. the particular examination? Is it my fault? Is it the fault of somebody else who told me to go for it? So you have to find, this is one kind of experience also. So if you are not do not want to go for it, convince your parents. Tell them, no, I don't want to go for that. I will go for what? For what I want in life. In our school days, college days, we used to listen to our parents. What my father tell, no, 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 you have to go for this only. There was no choice for us. Now you are independent. This generation, what I observe, they are quite independent. They do not have any pressure from parents. They can take any profession, any trade. So nothing to worry about. And everything, whatever you do or you want to do, you do from your past experience. You go on correcting, recorrecting, amending, and making so many corrections in your life to reach your goal. It is because experience. Bad experience teaches us how to make efforts to become successful in life. Successful in life, that is very important. Everybody wants success. Everybody, including me. Now see what happens. What is happening today? We are all locked. This is a new experience for us. I think if you pass this stage, then in future we can face any kind of challenges in our life. It's not easy to be locked. Stop your freedom. Children are not able to come out. This is a great experience for us. I have never experienced till date. This is my first experience. Even all of us. There, this tells us, this particular experience tells us that how you have to adjust with life. Life is full of experiences. Life is a book of experiences. If I have to learn, I can learn from anybody. Maybe my student, maybe my colleague, maybe if I'm a normal person, it may be anybody else. I can learn, and the learning give me some kind of experience to live my life. Today we are discussing about real experience of life. Real means what? What we are having today. That's the real. We are not virtual. Though we are leading a virtual life nowadays, going on online classes, but this is virtual. But if you this is real life, you can get real life experiences. I hope you understand what I mean. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, life is like that only. There are a lot of things will come in our life. We have to accept it. We have to fight for it. Then what do we learn from our life experience? There are so many skills we learn out of experience. That is skill number one is problem solving skills. We learn from our life. From life experience, we go on solving so many problems that we encounter every day. Then second is maturity. You become more mature. Because he is a very experienced person. Take help from him. He's very experienced, isn't it? He's a very experienced person. Take help from him because he's matured. He understands what to do and what time is to be done. That's why maturity comes, the skill, out of experience only, out of good learning only. Then third is your teamwork. The skill teamwork we learn from out of experience only. You know all of you that when you are in a team, then you get confidence, you get cooperation from your team members, and easy to achieve your goal. Team spirit. This is all part of your life. This is also part of your experience in life, real life. Team spirit. Then you have self confidence, self esteem. This also comes from experience only. When you become self confident, when you know the thing perfectly, whatever you learn, if you learn perfectly, then you get confidence. Self esteem will definitely come to you. The moment you get confidence, You have a self-esteem. You try to appreciate yourself. Many times what happens? You don't get appreciation from others. Then you have to appreciate yourself. You pat yourself, you are doing good. That is required. Self-motivation, self-appreciation, self-learning, which will give you a platform to go ahead. Otherwise, you never expect that everybody will appreciate you. This is a rare commodity in our life. Yeah, definitely. It's a rare commodity. You don't ever expect that everybody appreciate me. Very few people appreciate you. When you do not get anybody to appreciate you, then go for self-appreciation, self-motivation. You inspire yourself within, then you get the answer. This is all because of real life experience. The words like depression, frustration, these words nowadays throw into the dustbin of dictionary. I don't want a depression. I don't want to be, whatever, depressed. No, I don't want. Whatever may be the situation at present. Frustration, why it will come to me? All these words should be kept or should be thrown into the dictionary only, in the page of dictionary. What do you require now? Confidence, passions, then evaluating yourself in a different situations, challenging different problems in life. These words you take out from dictionary and implement in your present life. You will see that everything is fine with you. Then what is the I have told you bad experience. Also, we learn certain things which tells us that time is powerful. Time is very, very powerful. And if you don't care time, time will not care for you. This is experience. Take the example of your school days. If you have not given proper time for your study, then time passes away. Then you go and repent. Realize, hey, if you have done right correctly, then I would have done something good. Would have cracked the complete examinations. You may claim that I could manage the time. Time management is not easy. You have to go as for the time demands. You have to work for 10 hours per day to clear a particular examination. I have to do it. I must do it. Otherwise, it's difficult. Difficult to click. Difficult to get good experience, good result, good learning. Good learning happens when everything happens good. That's called good learning. Otherwise, we don't call it good learning. We must respect our parents, respect the elders, respect the people speaking to us, respect the people working with us. Okay, this is also called hidden curriculum. The word used hidden curriculum that we learn out of experience only. Nobody tells you say or touch the feet of your parents, your grandparents. This is hidden curriculum. Is not given a curriculum there. Though we are teaching world science, but it's purely hidden, and we implement out of experience. I used to see my brothers or my colleagues or somebody touching the feet of their parents and grandparents, I also want to touch the parents' feet. This is an experience. So everything, whatever you see, whatever you do, it comes out of your experience only. Today, I would like to tell you certain things, most important learn tips, which if you follow, you can challenge your life. You can challenge, and you can have a good experience also, because past experience teaches you what to do in present, and present experience will tell you what issue will do in future. So this is connected. Whatever mistake you have done in the past, you want to correct in the present, and whatever mistakes you are doing or will do in present, you have to correct in the future. So these are chain factor. Chain is going on. So past, present, future linked to each other. I have done wrong in past. That's why I'm getting the result. Now let me correct it. After correction, something remain. So let me correct also in future course of time. So I will tell you 10 learning habits. First one is find a new group of friends. Find a new group of friends. Why do you want a new group of friends? Because when you make a new group of friends, you get different type of knowledge. New, old one, so you have knowledge, you have interacted with them. New group of friends means they'll give something different, which is going to help you in future, in your future enterprise. So you have first is have a good group of friends. I'm not talking about not toxic people. I'm talking about the people who are going to help you on a way to reach you to destinations. Life is, a journey towards destination. Life is journey. Every step you have to face challenges. It's not easy. That's why he rightly said, failure is the pillar of success. The moment you fail, you start finding out where I'm wrong. What should I do to correct my ways of reaching this? So, number one. Number two, admit you are wrong. Many times you don't admit ourselves we are wrong. We don't admit. So, when you start admitting yourself, yes, yes, I may be wrong here. Because there is called ego. The ego factor doesn't allow us to accept ourselves. Yes, I am wrong here. Anybody can be wrong. Nobody is perfect in this world. I may be wrong. You may be wrong. Because anywhere when you find you are wrong, accept it that you are wrong. And you tell, okay, I am wrong, I'm sorry for it. Let me try for further so that I can do the right things. Clear? Number three, start over completely. Bounce back. Start over completely means bounce back. Many times you fail in certain business because of reasons you could not do good in business. You failed. Does it mean that I will sit at home without trying? No, I must bounce back. I must try that what I should do, I'll come again with more results. So start over completely, bounce back, try and try. Well, life is once only, my dear. We are not sure when you are taking rebirth or not, but once I have one life, I must try for it. Okay, so bounce back. Number three is focus your negative traits. I must know what is my negative traits. If I know my negative traits, then only I can correct myself. Negative traits are to be first identified by each and every individual. I know what is my negative traits. I must try to correct myself. Fine? I must try to correct myself. So negative traits to be identified. You must circle those things, negative traits, and try that how these negative traits can be kicked out of your personality. Right? Number three. Number four, let us accept the other's criticism. Let others criticize me. Not doesn't matter. Let others criticize me. It makes no difference for me. Because out of criticism, I will go on improving myself. Let me say, sometimes there are people who go on criticize without reason. But something is there. When they criticize, I must learn they're criticizing me. This is an experience. And try to peep into yourself. Try to look into yourself. Why this person is criticizing me? I may be wrong somewhere, or may not be wrong. But let me try to find out where I am wrong. I've just told you earlier before also that you let people criticize because criticism is the healthy of a personality. If you want to have a healthy growth of personality, listen. Feedback system. Let them give the feedback what you're doing. If you have a very good connectivity of feedback, then you can improve. What happens if people in a higher post, they don't want any feedback. They don't listen. If I have a feedback system, if I can know where I am, what I am doing, because everybody says I am doing good, I am right. But am I right? How can you know? Through feedback. We have feedback system in some schools also. Let the teachers give the feedback about what I am doing, the way of working. Let the students give the feedback what I should do, what I am doing. Have I done wrong or right? Because feedback will give you exact picture of your personality. So let the people criticize. Next is you have to. Many people are like introvert. They don't open up. You need to open up yourself. Open your mind, the doors of your mind. Then the learning, good learning is possible. Good and bad both may be possible. But what do? We ignore the bad learnings and accept the good learnings. Clear? What I mean? These are all skills. These are all the habits which will give you the experience in real life. This is going to give you good experience. So let the people open your mind. Keep your doors of mind open. Accept good and bad both. And which is going to help you for a growth of your personality, accept those things. Keep it those things. Others you ignore or reject. And never be a perfectionist. You can't be a perfectionist. Leave some scope for improvement. The moment you say I am perfect, the moment you say I am perfect, then you have given a full stop to your knowledge. Knowledge can be, perfect. We have an ocean of knowledge. Just you have dropped, we know. So don't be a perfectionist. You can reach to the perfection. But the moment I accept everything is perfect, difficult, yeah, difficult. Then what do? You land in frustration, depression, because every time you don't get good results. You can't get perfect results. Somewhere something wrong may be there. So don't be try to be perfect. People want to be perfect. And if you look at this present scenario, we are facing a great, we not the entire world is facing. So what we should do? What we will should now I have observed the classes of our school, our CPS schools. Students are responding better online than in classrooms. I have observed. This is a new experience for me also. Talking to you first time on FB is a new experience for me. So let us accept that situation, and we should not bother our parents. Rather, we should help our parents to fulfill whatever they say. You should obey and fulfill their expectation also, because parents are also worried at home for a long time. If you do not go out of home, they are also worried. But what to do is a matter of life and death. So one quotation I remember given by Rabindranath Tagore: adversity is big, but man is bigger than adversity. Misfortune, difficulties, this is a part of life. Thus, adversity is big, but man is bigger than adversity. Man can overcome any difficulty in life. Yes, we can overcome. And one quotation by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, what we are doing now: behind every school there is a home, and behind every home there is a school. Now it's happening. Second sentence: behind every home there is school. Now school is there at home. You are going to organize a school environment at home. Teachers are at home, they're teaching you. Great, nice. Sorry. So these are the different type of experiences that we come across, encounter in our life. Till the end, we have to do something good, something rememberable. If you leave the world, people remember you. My suggestion to all of you: all the negative thoughts, experiences, collect it at one place and convert into positive experiences. And life will be beautiful. Life will be very beautiful. You can face any challenge in your life. Thank you for listening to me very personally. I was quite late. Sorry for that. I'm not able to connect myself. So thank you once again to all of you. Thank you very much. God bless you.